Confesso. So, hello, good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am here to guide this conversation, and the topic is about why is life so hard sometimes? So, I decided to bring this topic because, as you know, guys, I really like talking about deep topics sometimes. So, I think it's good to talk, to express ourselves. So, I decided to create some questions about the life, our experience here. So before I start this conversation, let me explain how Talk and Talk works. Maybe there are people watching us on YouTube. So Talk and Talk is a platform to practice language such as English, Spanish, Italian, French, and also Mandarin. This is not a class. This is just an immersion. It means that I am not a teacher. I am just a student, and I am here to guide the conversation and make sure that everybody can participate properly, okay? So feel free to talk a lot. Don't worry about making mistakes because this is our environment, a safe environment to do it, okay? No one will correct or judge you. So feel free to talk and express yourself, okay? As we are here in 10 people, I will create just more, I think 3 or 2 more rooms, just to make the conversation flow better, okay? And I would like to ask you guys, choose a leader in another room. Be respectful each other. Don't forget to introduce yourself, okay? And 10 minutes before the end, I will bring you here again to discuss how was the experience, okay, guys? Because the only class that is streaming on YouTube is the main room, so the another rooms not, so we can talk together in the end of the immersion, okay, guys? So basically that's it. Let me open the rooms, guys. Everybody can see the questions. If someone have some questions, please ask me, okay? No problem. In just a moment, guys. I think I will create 3 rooms with 3 people because we have more time to discuss, okay? Maybe 1 room with 4 and 2 with 3. Let me see. Yes, perfect. Guys, that's it. If you receive the invitation, please accept and see you soon, guys. Have a great conversation. Bye-bye, Vandinha. So here in the main room, I have Isabel, Heider, and Pedro. Please, Isabel, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Isabel. I'm 23 years old. I live in Florianópolis, and I'm born here as well. I'm a graphic designer and a UX and UI designer because I work in a company doing this role. But in my free time, I'm a freelancer. I do a graphic design service in my free time, and I have a graduate in that. And also in my free time, I like read books and watch movies, series, and go walk as well.
Nice, Isabel. Thank you for sharing with us. Heider, please, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. So I'm Heider, 34 years old. I live in Araraquara, São Paulo. I graduated in production engineering. I work at a aerospatial company. Oh, sorry for my my clothes today.
No problem.
I am process engineering. In my free time, I like to cooking. I like to watching Corinthians game. I'm a Corinthians supporter, and that's it.
You have been suffering a lot, supporting Corinthians. I can imagine.
It's a problem. It's a problem today, but it's okay. It's the life.
Yeah. Thank you, Heider. Pedro, it's your turn, please.
Good night, everyone. My name is Pedro. I am 25 years old. I'm from Belo Horizonte. First of all, sorry if you heard sneezing during the immersion because I am so allergic today. But
No
I am
problem.
a UX designer, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Pedro. Let me see, Felipe, I think he have problem with the connection. Maybe he will enter again. So about me, guys, my name is Andrea. I'm 46 years old. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I am married. I have no kids, no pets. In my free time, I really like going rock concerts. Sometimes I don't have money for that, but it's possible I go. I like drinking wine. I like cooking as well, listening to music, and stay here on Talk and Talk because I think I need to improve my speaking skills a lot. Okay, guys? So basically, that's it about me. Let me ask you the very first question. Isabel, what do you think are the main challenges people face in life?
Well, it's very hard to answer that because depend of a lot of factors. We don't know others' realities, so uh, depends of, I believe, cultural aspects or even the choices that these people made, and then challenges will become because of that, or also the place that this person lives. Depends a lot of factors, but I think that we know is everyone will face difficulties in life, and maybe similar questions, for example, who I am, or even where I go, something like that. So I believe this, I don't know if the correct term, but also philosophical questions, or even questions to understand uh, who we are and where we go. It's similar questions that everyone asks yourself. So I believe that.
Very nice answer, Isabel. Thank you. What about you, Pedro? What is your opinion?
I think money is always be the solution, the problem in the society because we live in a capitalism society. But I think nowadays problem that was growing is like building a solid relationships because nowadays we have social media and other things, but we don't know how when we can trust each other. And I think the idea of the philosopher Zygmunt Bauman about the liquid society is very trash nowadays because we have no more solid relationships with each other people.
Yeah, it's a good point, Pedro. I agree with you, guys. I think the big challenge for the society, for us, it's about money, financial stability, because I think money it's is the key and even the problem. If you don't have so much money, you will face a lot of challenge in your life. So we need to handle this kind of situation. And sometimes it's not good because we need to keep our mental health too. Imagine passing through a lot of problems and don't have money, so can be a hard situation. And I believe that, as you said, Pedro, about building a relationship, even with a friend, all kind of relationship is very important. And this person, just your friend or your family, will support you if you are passing through difficult times. So it's really important. Yeah, guys, I agree. What about you, Heider?
So I totally agree with you. I think we depends of the culture, but I think we need to be prove that we are good in every day, every moment. When we wake up, go to the job, we need to prove that we are good, that we are competent to do something. And this related the money. We need to show that we good because we needed to be promoted to receive more money. I think all the things nowadays is related around the money. I think it's similar Pedro said. The world today is a capitalism, and if we don't have money, I know we can see we can be happy, but without money, the thing is a little complicated. I think the health is more important than money, but we need to have money to live, to have good things, to support your family, to have a good relationship in the world nowadays. I think the money is a problem that we have more problem today, in my opinion.
Yeah, guys, I agree with you, Heider. And sometimes we got tired, because we need to work every day to survive. And sometimes, I don't know if you feel like that, guys, but sometimes I feel tired, because, oh my gosh, I am doing a lot of things, and sometimes we don't see the results that we expected, so it's hard sometimes. Life is hard sometimes. So let's move on, guys. Pedro, how do you cope with difficult times in your life? It's easier or not for you?
Depends on like the challenge you let grow up. I remember last immersion I had I about to be optimist or pessimist person. I remember I said yeah, I'm optimist person, but I remember in the weekend I suffered a little accident in my house, like my guitar just broke and I didn't expect that. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that, like financial. But I have to be strategist like this time. Like I got a emergency money, so it's for that, like some immersion. But depends like the situation. Like the situation is about money, but it's more easier to resolve. But we can got like a big challenge, like move to another city for work possibility and other things about family and relationships. And I think we have to be more strategy in this time. You have to just take a long brief and take a decision. We just have to not be like a statue, just be active. I think is the solution.
Yeah, it's a good point, Pedro. And I am thinking here, guys, about have a good mindset, because as you said, we need to be an optimistic person. Sometimes it's hard. Okay, it's hard. But I think our mind have a lot of power. If you're just thinking about bad things, you attract it, bad things in your life. Sometimes we are passing for difficult situations, and sometimes we don't know why. I believe that the universe conspires for it, So if you have a good mindset, if you think a positive things, it will attract positive things. So yeah, for me it's hard sometimes deal with difficult times, but I try to focus in the things that I need to solve and try to be an optimistic person. I think it can help us. What about you, Isabel?
Well, in my case, I pray actually. The difficulties that I have, I pray and ask for help in the situation. I know that it's not all the things that I ask for God anyway. These steps will maybe don't happen in my life, but pray, I believe, helps you to be more calm and try to understand the situation and put your difficulties in God's hands and wait for the time that the things will become better. And in another hand, I believe, as Andrea said, try to be optimists. I think can help you in your problems routine, or even when you face I don't know, small difficulty in your routine and try to be that way and be calm and solve your problems with this mindset, I believe can help you as well.
Yeah, I agree, Isabel. Because our lives is not a fairy tale, you know, a conto de fadas. We need to pass through challenges to survive. But we need to pass through this challenge in a good way, like in a having a good mindset, thinking about, oh, I am passing through it, but I will overcome this challenge, you know. So just thinking about the good results, I think it can help us a lot. I agree on it, guys. What about you, Hayden?
So in 2018, 2019, I had some problems in my life, in relationship, about job, about money, and I I didn't know what was happening because I always work. I finished my graduate, and my life isn't works, and I had a lot of problems. When I have a brief and start to organize my ideas, after that, it started 2020, 2021. I start analyzing my life. I organize my relationship. I had in the past a lot of friends, and I was give importance with the opinion of the others and forgot myself. I started to I forgot to cuidar, to take more myself and forgot the others. I know an important person in my life that is my fiance today, and we started to working together. When it started to 2022, my life is thanks Andre. My life is changing a lot. I have nowadays a good relationship. I have a good job. I work in the company of my dream, but sometimes I had a lot of problems. But the play just changed when I change my mind. Sometimes we have some problems about self confidence, and I didn't have self confidence in the past. But nowadays, if we pray, similar Isabel said, I am a person that pray a lot. Uh, Me and my fiance go to the church once a month. We have a religious routine. I'm not a religious guy, but I believe in God, and we have this routine in our house. After that, my life changed a lot, but changing inside of me. I needed to change for my external change together.
Oh my gosh, I really liked your answer, Heider, because I was thinking here, guys, it's important when you realize that what is the problem in your life, you know, as you said, and try to fix it, you know. I think God, it's the most important, this support, you know, that we have, believe in God. It's good for it, but we need to do our part too, and having like a mindset trying to fix the wrong things that we are doing, you know, try to understand why we are passing through it, not uh, being like a pessoa revoltada, se revoltar because of the bad situation. It's good, you know, so to keep our mental health, because it's really important to uh, thinking about our mental health, because sometimes we are so overwhelmed, this is the word, sobrecarregado, yeah, and we got tired because we, we get tired to try, you know, and we need to try, we need to keep going, so it's important. I agree with you guys. Okay, hey there, I will continuing with you the next question. Question number 4. Why do you think some people seems to handle life difficult better than others?
Mm, oh, your question today is little complicated to answer, but let's go.
It's hard
Uh,
one.
I think is the mental health is the so important. I think everyone have problem, uh, big or small, but sometimes that have people that have a little problems, but is a good thing if depend of the mind. I think some people have different reactions, try and analyze the scenario different than others because the mind, the thoughts have influenced a lot for everybody. I think that's it. Complicated question, there. Sorry.
No, but you did great, your answer is spectacular. I like it that because I think there are people that it's easier to keep calm depending on the situation. Like I consider myself a stressed person, but I am trying to fix it, to handle it.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
For example, I am a calm person, but I will start my vacation next week, and I am so tired this week, and I have little problems this week that I am so stressful because my mind is tired. Because I will start my vacation the next week. Depending of our mind to keep it calm and analyze the problem. Depending the situation.
Yeah. And when we can handle a situation like with calm, we have time to thinking more about the problem. Oh, how can I solve this problem? You just need to thinking because the problem is there, but it's possible to resolve. So we just need to have calm. It's difficult sometimes, yeah, but yeah, we can do it. What about you, Isabel?
Well, it's a hard question, as Heider said, but I truly believe that everyone will face a very difficult problem, and then we'll have a lot of difficulty to solve that. I truly believe. So, in my opinion, I think that okay, in some situations, someone will handle better with a specific problem, but then in the future, this person will face a different problem, and then we'll have difficulties with that because I believe life is that. I don't know if there exists someone that understood how life works, and then every problem that she or he faces, it's easy to pass. It's hard to believe in that, but for example, how we can learn with some situations when we've met someone that solve a specific problem with more facility. I believe we can understand some cases. We use this term in work area, but it's I believe it's similar in that specific case that we can understand with some specific experience and try to take a learn with that. But as I said before, I believe it's hard to know someone that always will solve the problems with very facility.
Yeah, Isabel, it's a good point, and I totally agree with you. I think it's impossible to pass through this life, not doing or not having problem and solve this kind of problems like in an easy way. It's impossible. I believe that too. And I was thinking about you said something very interesting about you need to learn with the difficulties. Even though it's a hard situation, but this situation are teach us something. So we need to take the good side of this, you know, even though it's a hard situation, but we learned from them and we became more strong for it, you know, to challenge the another hard situation that will happen in our lives, you know, because yeah, we are here for that, guys, to live, to handle the situation, to be happy. Okay, I really agree on it. We need to be happy. And yeah, just keep going. What about you, Pedro? It's a hard question, guys. I know. Sorry about that.
So I will continue like this topic about experience. I don't believe if we have a people like indestructible, like he would not suffer about when we find some problem. So, but I believe when we got some problem, when we can resolve that, we be more, when we got more experience, we become more resilient with the situations. So I think the life is a very complicated, like so much aspects. But I think when we got more mature, we got more resilient with the things. When we like I know how to resolve that, even it's a little different problem, but I passed the other barrier, so I can pass through that. I think like that, and I think mindset is very important about the all of this process, because when we got a good mental health, it get easier.
Yeah, Pedro. And there is a phrase, guys. I really don't know how to say it in English, but I will say in Português, que Deus não dá um fardo maior que você não possa carregar. So if you are passing through a difficult situation, have a lot of hope because we will overcome the situation, you know? So just a phrase that I would like to share with you guys.
Good one.
Yeah, I always think on that when I passing through situation that I think it's hard. Oh, no, I can do it. I can overcome it because, yeah, that's it, guys. Okay, Isabel, it's your turn now. How important is maintaining a positive mindset during hard times? What do you think?
Well, if we think in a different way, for example, if we start to think that our life will not be resolved and we can resolve this specific problem, it's very hard to see how can I say that in English? A light in uma luz no fim do túnel. Sorry, I don't know this phrase in English. So I believe it's important to keep these thoughts in your mind because it helps you to see in a different point of view. And in some moment, even with help, something like that, we will discover a way to solve that. So it's very important to keep your mind safe.
Yeah, I think our minds have a bigger role, like in thinking about, as I said in the beginning of the immersion, guys, I believe the universe conspire of about your thoughts, you know. If you're just thinking about bad things, you attract it. So we need to think about good things and try to attract good things, you know. What about you, Pedro?
So I think it's very essential, like maintain a positive mindset during a hard time, because when you find some barrier, some difficulty in our lives, I think the first thought is uh give up or swear. But I think after that we always have to take a breath and take the mental health, because if we just suffer and decline all our feelings or our actions, like we don't resolve that, and yeah, and yes, our life will get worse. So I think be positive maintenance, I think is a very good. And when we don't get that about ourselves, I think we have to search some help, like so a psychologist or a friends or family, to maintain this positive.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pedro. And I don't know about you guys, but I try to have a válvula de escape. I really don't know how to say it in English, you know. I try to have it because when I am very overwhelmed, uh, like without motivation to keep going, I try to do something that I really like to try to keep my motivation, to keep my motivation and to keep going. Like as I said before, I really like going to rock concerts. Sometimes I cannot do it every weekend, okay? But I try to stay in this environment because it's an environment that I really feel comfortable, feel happy because I like to scream, I like to jump. I'm in another Andrea after a concert, you know. So for me, it's a válvula de escape. So I don't know about you guys if you had a válvula de escape, maybe uh, walking on the street or I don't know, read a book. What about you? What is it for you, Isabel? Do you have one?
Well, I try to remember. Yes, I have, but let me think. After I work in my routine, I really like to go to the gym in that time because I need to a time without my computer, for example, and then how can I say that in English? Um, I don't know, gastar energias in the gym. And I believe that situation helps me to maintain my body okay, its health, and my mind as well. And my free time, I like read books as well, or even in the weekend, try to keep more calm. And reading that time helps me as well.
Yeah. I think it's necessary to have a válvula de escape, guys. What about you, Pedro? Do you have one?
Of course, I think everybody has a. I searched the word exhaust valve.
Nice,
So
thank you.
for me, music helps me so much because it can change my mood. Like when I have to be more focused, I listen to some more calm music like Vangelis or Kitaro or other artists like this kind of gender. But when I have to be more happy and that I like to listen some rock or forró and other things. I are very uh I forgot the word, like I had a lot of genres of music, but I think it's most important music for me, my exhaust valve.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pedro. I cannot live without music, you know. And it's a silly thing about me, guys. I ride a motorcycle, and I like to ride a motorcycle listening to music. I know it's danger, but I am listening to music and singing out loud. And sometimes people pass through me, oh my gosh, this girl is crazy, you know, because I am singing and I try to be happy in this moment, forget about the problems. What about you, Hayden?
So about my exhaust valve, is correct, Pedro? Exhaust valve. I need to have one day for myself and my fiance, similar to Sunday. I like a lot to cooking, to do a barbecue. I live in a near apartment, but we have a electrical, I forgot the name, churrasqueira, but I like to do barbecue, to make a caipirinha, to drink some Heineken I like. And once a month we go to the church. We have other uh, kind of weekend. If I don't have my Sunday to watching my soccer, to keep a conversation with my fiance and my dogs. I don't work on the week. I needed to have one day. Normally, I have overtime on the Saturday. It's normal. But if I don't have my Sunday, I have a lot of problems. About the question, I think hard times born strong persons, is strong people. Is we need to everyone have problem, but if you have a bad thinking, I think the thing isn't to change. We need to thinking that the difficult that we have in our life will change in the future. I am a person that had a lot of problems in my life, but it's everyone have similar. I said in the beginner, and my mind changed. Oh my gosh, I will have a good job. I will have a good relationship, and the thing is happening. But I think the mindset change. If we don't think that the things will change, never works. We need to thinking and to believe that the things will change in the future.
Yeah, it's a good point, Heider. We need to change, but the first thing that needs to change is our mindset, so so that we can change around us, not just trying to change, but our mindset is like in the past. No, we need to improve our mindset too. And you kind of answer the question number 6. It's, do you believe that difficult experience make us strong? Why or why not? Heider already answered. What about you, Isabel? What do you think?
Yeah, I believe we talked later a little bit about that, and everything that we face we can learn something if we see with another point of view. So I believe the difficulties that we pass through can teach us something. We can learn with the problems and difficulties, or even the mistakes that we made in the past. For example, we can learn with that too.
Yeah, nice. I agree. What about you, Pedro?
I remember I listening a day about the difficulties existing for we become a winner. So for we got win something, we have to grow up and and put up of the situations and the bad situations, because experiences got, like Isabella says, like to show us some lesson, some lesson. So about that, I think yes, we become more stronger with the ideas and the barriers we find in our lives.
Yeah, guys, I totally agree with all of you guys. Guys, I think we can answer just one more question before I bring the guys back. So, Isabel, can you choose a question that you think is very interesting to answer, please?
Mm-hmm. Sure, just a moment. Then I will choose some question. Number 10.
Go ahead.
I read the question too. Okay. Oops. How do you balance hope and realism when facing life's challenges? I believe it's an interesting question. I chose a hard question, actually. Oh my God. How we balance? Well, have hope. It's part of our reality. I believe, actually, we are humans and humans have hope. But for example, if realism that the question said is more related with, for example, understand what is truly happened, the problem that is truly happening, not a thing that you just imagine. How can we balance hope with this realism that's truly happened? Well, first of all, I believe it's not uh, it's not just think with your emotions and don't use your rational thoughts to understand the real problem. And then you can use hope because it's part of our lives and help us to see a good result in the final. And hope is, I believe hope is very important actually in your lives to see a good final in all situations. So I believe it's kind of that. Don't I don't know this term in English, but deixar levar with by the emotions and use your rational thoughts, and then have always hope to solve your problems.
Good answer, Isabel. Congrats. What about you, Pedro?
Number 10.
Yes. Yeah, number 10.
Okay. It's a very important like to have a equilibrium like that, like a balance, because we have to be hope, like Isabel and Hader say about pray, because we have to some hope about the how the things gonna work, like the world will be better, because we just if we just listen the news about the world and like it be I think it will be more sad. Like I remember in the pandemia, when I watched the news, I remember I had sometimes like, oh my gosh, it's just decline, decline, decline. So I have to stop to watch that because I will, if I continues like every moment watch the news and follow the situation, my mindset it's just broke. So for that, I stopped to watch news. But I think even I stopped like to follow like regular. I tried to follow like how the I don't know how to say vacina in English, but how got the process of that. So we have to balance that because we just don't depend about the news about the our relations. So, but we have to get a hope in our lives.
Yeah, good point, Pedro. And I was a person that didn't watch the journal because of this in pandemic, because oh my gosh, a lot of bad information, and we need to keep our mental health. And I agree with you. What about you, Heider? It's a really difficult question to answer, in my opinion.
Isabel chose a difficult question for me. I changed the number of questions. I chose the number
Sorry,
7.
guys.
What
Go ahead.
what strategies do you use to stay motivated when you face a challenge? Oh, this is more easier to me. To me, I think in my bills, and I pray when I wake up and just go. We needed to change our mind, but we needed to face with the challenge. That's it. I think this is more easy.
Yeah, but I like your tip, because sometimes we need to keep motivation, and oh my gosh, it's hard. And when you're thinking about our bills that we have to pay, oh, I need to have a motivation. I need to
Yeah,
find this motivation to keep going. Just
yeah.
thinking about the bills, yeah, I agree. Hey, okay, guys, let me close the breakout rooms. I want to discuss a little bit with the other guys, and let me know. I know that the subject is hard, okay, because life is hard sometimes. But let me know, how was it for you guys? Who would you like to share something?
Very interesting. I like the topic, and when we talk about this topic, actually we try to think different words and try to express ourselves in a different conversation that we don't have in our routine. So it was very interesting for me.
Thank you, Isabel. What about you guys?
So I think it is complicated to talk in Portuguese some things about the question, and we need to search words to talk in English to reflect in English. It is so good to thinking outside of the box, because in Portuguese it's complicated. Imagine in English.
Nice. Thank you, Heider. I like it that you have liked it, guys. Pedro, would you like to share something?
Oh yeah, I agree with everybody. It's a difficult topic, but it's essential like to learn other other words and be more reflecting in your days. It's a very important.
Nice. Thank you so much, guys. So welcome back, guys. Let me know how was the deep conversation, because here we had a deep conversation. Let me know about you, Camila.
Wow, was really deep. Was almost like a therapist. We are sharing something, some experience about this life and how can we handle with this. But I love it. I love to talk about this and to listen to others. So I love this topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Camila. Yeah, guys, this is a kind of talk that I really like to bring, and I think it's important, to have this idea. Sometimes we cannot talk in Portuguese, but we can talk in English, so it's a good experience. What about you, Vandinha?
Yeah, the same with Camila. It was a really, really good conversation, and like staying with a therapist. And yes, so good. So thank you. I can say thank you for bringing this topic for us. Good.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vandinha. Ayla, let me know, my friend.
Oh, I think I totally agree with Wanda and Camila. I love it. The subject is so difficult to talk, but it's like a therapist helping me a lot. My mind kept away when I was speaking. So, but it was, yes, so good. My friend, so good. Thank you
Nice.
so much to bring this.
Thank you, Ayla. Luciana, would you like to share? How was it for you?
Yes, was good to me too. I agree with the others. It's very important to talk about these themes and listen another opinions and the another experience. It's very important and it was good to me. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you so much, Luciana. The boys, Felipe, how was it for you? Let me know.
Was amazing, André. I love so much the subject. I love this conversation with Marcio and Wanda. For me, it's amazing. I learn a lot, opportunities, and I love so much this topic, Andrea. Thank you so much for one more therapy.
Nice. Thanks so much for coming, Felipe. Marcio, let me know.
Yeah, it's a good conversation on this topic. I think everyone to more strong about it to deal with your problems every day when talk about it. Different strategy, different mindset is a good opportunity to learn for another person. Tomorrow, I intend to deal together with my problems. That's it.
That's it. Thanks so much, Marcio. Guys, we don't have so much time, so I put on the chat the survey. I'd like to ask you to answer for me. It's really important to keep improving our meetings here. Give me ideas to talk that you want to discuss, okay? Not only about deep conversation, but you can put everything that you want to see here. Let me see. The next week, guys, we are going to talk about Why are people afraid to speak in English? So it's not deep questions, okay? And I hope you have you all here again, guys. So thank you so much, Isabel, Luciana, Márcio, Camila, Ayla, Pedro, Felipe, Wanda, e Heider. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So much.